Commentary.
We already.
They can take my spot. Okay. I have no problem with that.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh man.
No fight. Get on that, dude.
There's 2 seats up here, so if someone else wants to come up, go right ahead. There's just one mic, so you're gonna have to twist it.
You're better.
There's like none. I mean, this is the IRC, and then these are donations. There's 2.
Nah,
Dude, get a chair.
it's gonna be a bit crowded if we are 3, I think. For some. We can switch out between, there's gonna be more than 2 games anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Just be careful, don't fall. I'll put on the headphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cookie Monster. No Cookie Monster today.
Okay, testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
You guys might be a little loud. Unless this is omnidirectional.
Alright, testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Sounds really
cool.
good. It's hard to hear yourself. you know how how
Yeah.
yourself. Just listen how I sound. Holy cow! That thing.
What thing?
Testing.
Oh jeez, look at that thing.
Testing.
Yeah.
Sound okay?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay.
As long as you're projecting your voice towards the microphone,
Yeah.
you're gonna be okay.
Yeah. Okay, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Stream's back up, right?
I believe so. Here,
Yeah.
we can switch to the IRC or the chat. Yeah, we're up.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
cool.
Maddie.
Yeah,
We're ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're here live at AGDQ 2014 bonus stream and top 3 for Melee singles, which we had the bracket for in the middle of the week. I'm here with,
Mofet.
And Jolteon.
and I'm Irregular Ginny. So in winners finals right now we have Kirk Q playing the Falco and Fuzziness from the UK playing Fox. So this matchup is what we see pretty often in this game, right?
Yeah, we see this quite a bit.
These 2 characters are very, very well played, and a lot of people play them.
They're very, very popular characters
Yeah.
to play. Mostly, I think, just because they're very free characters, and you can do whatever kind of a style you want with them. Like they have a specific, shoe they fit into, but you can have a pretty unique style of playing these. So I think that's why a lot of people choose these 2 characters. And they're really good.
Great edge guard right there. The Kokyu. And doesn't look like he's going to keep that set. It looks pretty close so far. The first talk was pretty even.
Don't look real bad if you lose with that tag puzzle.
Okay, so in this matchup, Falco aims to control a lot of space with his lasers. You use a technique called a short hop laser, which is when you lightly jump into the air, and then you shoot a laser, and then you press down on the control stick. What this does is it allows you to fire Falco's laser really quickly. So you can see him using it to control a lot of space, make Fox go into his shield. So Fox will try and aim to use his speed to get around that. You'll notice Fuzzy will jump into him when he tries to shoot the laser. He'll use his shield to get around the lasers. Basically, he just wants to get in and start a combo without getting locked down by Falco's lasers.
So in this matchup, in Fox's case, you wanna go hard, go deep. You wanna rush down Falco as much as you can because you need to stop him from throwing those lasers. The lasers are one of Falco's best options to get in versus any character because they have like enough stun frames and you can shoot so many lasers at a time because you can keep moving due to the lasers are auto cancel. Like there's no lag when you land when shooting a laser, so it's very easy to approach that way.
Yeah, and when you ask any good Fox main how you beat Falco, they'll say just get in on him and just keep up the pressure and don't let him move. Basically, Falco is amazing at zoning you out when he's under pressure or when he wants to get out from under pressure. So it's basically just the goal to get on him and not get off.
That's a very fortunate angle from Kirkyu, but let's see, he can still bring it back. Like these characters are like, as we said, they're really strong characters, but also they are cannon fodder. They are so easy to combo. They combo each other very, very easily.
Yeah, these matchups will probably be quite quick, just because both characters are pretty much glass cannons. They combo each other hard, they get comboed hard.
And they can gimp each other hard. Gimp meaning that you can get an easy kill off the other character, just at low percent, or like, yeah, I poked you and I just took the ledge and you're dead. And that's a very unfortunate SD from
That is an
Kirkyu.
unfortunate kill.
Yeah, you never like to see it end that way.
Alright, so Fuzziness is 1-0 up, which means Kirkyu now has to counterpick. The counterpick process in Super Smash Bros. Melee goes that the person who wins the match gets to choose one stage to ban, and then
Out of the 5
6
6
neutral stages and Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
So after that ban, the loser will choose a stage to go to, and if the winner wants to, he can change his character, and then the loser changes their character.
But it seems like they're gonna stick to their guns.
Yeah.
Dreamland, I agree with. I'm not sure if I agree with this choice. It leaves Falco a lot of room to run around with. I mean, to zone, but Fox is just so quick and so strong. So Fox can easily get in. And if you're really good at power shielding, which is you time your shield just as you get hit, you actually you gain frames. Besides, when you usually get hit by shield, you have a lot of shield hit lag. Which prevents you from moving around. But if you power shield, you actually go plus on that, so you can move way earlier than you would if you would have gotten hit without power shielding. And this also works as a reflector towards lasers.
And going back to the big stage thing, it's actually kind of two ways. For Falco, he's gonna say, okay, Fox is really, really fast, so I want some room to get away from him and to space him out and maybe predict his approaches and punish him that way. And on the flip side, if he's going to take him to a small stage, he's saying, I don't want Fox to have a lot of room to run around. I want to get him before he can get away from me. So it really just depends on the player's play styles. And I think this is the right choice because Fuzzy is a very aggressive player. And he can be in your face 100% of the time if he chooses to. So I think it's a good choice for him to be on this stage so he can maybe read his approaches a little bit and react to them a little bit better. Classic Falco right there.
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, this stage is I would say it's slightly better for Fox, but if Falco knows his stuff, can keep Fox out, he can win this stage as well, or on this stage as well.
Yeah, I mean, he can work those platforms with his lasers as well. That's another advantage to getting Falco on this stage.
All the pressure.
Pressure going.
That was kind of decent pressure because he wanted to pressure him while being so far away from the shield as possible. Because if you're just spacing so you hit with the smallest, the edge of your hitboxes when you do your aerials and whatnot, it's very
double shine.
Nice.
Alright, that is definitely a Fuzziness classic. Whenever he gets near the edge, he'll always do a double shine. So both hits will hit you, sends you at a really, really strong angle for him to follow up on.
The first shine will tumble you. If you're on the edge, you're going to be off the stage, and then the second shine will spike you. So it's a really nasty hit for Falco, or really nasty to get hit by. Oh man.
And speaking of smaller stages,
Yeah.
I agree with this stage a lot more than Dreamland.
Yeah. So it looks like Kirkyu is sort of trying out which stage worked best for him. Probably didn't like the big stage, so he decided to go to Yoshi's instead, which is a lot smaller.
Yeah, I mean this is winners finals. This isn't grand finals yet, so he's going to go to losers after this. So he might be using this just to try and figure out Fuzziness and get his footing.
Yeah, it's very possible.
It looks pretty alright so far. Fuzziness, whoa, that pressure. It's hard to do anything as Falco at that point. Fox, under pressure, can punish Falco a lot easier. Due to Falco's jump frames, he has a lot more jump frames, so it's easier for Fox to, wow. I'm just astounded by Fuzzy's tech skill a bit. but it's easier for Falco to, or Fox to like shine out a shield. And once you get shine out a shield, like Falco is gone. And that's your panic button,
Yeah,
and that works every time.
Shine out of shield is sort of like a reversal in this game. If you ever see there's a hole in the pressure game, what you can do is you can jump and you can cancel the jump squat frames and use a shine. So you hit them with the move that's their best move to start a combo with, and it's the quickest out of shield option. So you pretty much use it to gain footing and to start a combo of your own. It's a really effective technique.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, Kirky did really strong there. That's also
Yeah.
like an unfortunate happening. The salty run back, guys.
This is
You
a
got the
salty run back.
Yeah, this is what is known as a salty run back. Same stage, same characters, right back into it.
Yeah, some players usually want to, take a few moments to think before starting the next match, but Fuzzy just want to dig right back in.
Fuzzy seems to be that type of player. Just get right back in there.
That's
All right, very nice.
bad. Oh.
Very good choice there. I thought he might go for the shine out of up B, but he opted to go with the safer strats. I'm saying strats because I've been speedrunning all week.
Well, this matchup is all about, have good spacing. Just to deal, like, you want to do as much zero to death as you can. That's really...
Yeah,
That was a nice recovery by Kurt Q. He angled his up B just so that he would grab the edge at the exact point the move stops. And what this does is it allows you to grab the edge and gain invincibility before someone can hit you with a move.
Basically, you need to have a very, acute angle just to get that, if it's a straight wall.
Yeah, and in order to guard against something like that, as somebody that's on the stage, you either have to go down below the stage or you have to be Marth. And sometimes being Marth doesn't even work.
Spacey's got it all, man.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah, their up Bs are really, really dynamic. There's over 300 angles to them, so it can be pretty difficult to get the one you want. And it's just a lot of experience is required to do it.
See Fuzzy going for the a bit slower, more methodical Fox approach right now. Yeah, he's just getting in there. Smart moves, using his priority right.
Great choice, fall off back air.
Be a dead Falcon. Yeah. Let's see if Kirk can bring it back. Oh. That looks really grim. Oh.
Very, very solid edge guard from Fuzzy. So Fuzzy just takes that 3-1.
And he's gonna wait in grand finals for the winner out of these two, which is Cosmo Wright, coming from losers bracket, and Kurt Q, who just entered losers bracket.
Okay, I feel like we should point out that Zero actually had the third place, CT0, but he had to leave, and Cosmo was fourth place. So Cosmo just was the runner-up and took his place.
And we know you want to see Cosmo play.
Yeah.
We
And
know you chat.
Cosmo's a good player. Like he's very, very solid.
He's really solid. I actually lost to him just before this, so I got fifth place at this tournament.
Yeah, so Zelda has quite a few limitations, mostly with her movement speed. She can't really force an approach in her own terms. You have to be really patient with her. You have to wait for people to get in. She's basically a character where you have to really capitalize on their mistakes. So what you'll be seeing from Cosmo is a lot of smart play, a lot of patience, waiting for Kurt Q to make the first move.
Yeah, he'll be very much playing based around reads.
Yeah, like utilizing the shield. The shield is not as bad as Marth's shield, which is very good in Zelda's case, because she has a decent. Her grab out of shield is kind of horrible, but she has that up smash out of shield, which has pretty weird priority and kind of big hitbox, and it hits multiple times. And of course, her down smash is kind of like a down tilt, compared to some characters. You can poke people out with that.
That's true.
Also, that one of her best options is when she's getting pressured, she can jump out of shield and do a forward air or a back air. And it's just such a good range on those moves. In this matchup, I feel like you gotta respect the forward air or the back air a lot. Kind of treat her like Marth, because it's kind of the same range as Marth's style.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that was really
That was a
good.
good one.
Yeah, Cosmo is a really patient player, so like Kirkyu needs to be even more patient just to rank up damage and get an easy kill because she's super floaty. So like getting Zelda to high percent and like just any combo into down tilt should kill her, or like a double shine up the ceiling. That was really good.
So what you saw there was Cosmo was waiting for Kirkyu to come to him. The reason why he could do this is because he had a stock advantage, which means that he doesn't have to do anything. The time is in his favor. So you can just sit there, wait for Falco to come to him, rather than try and force an approach with Zelda.
Yeah, see, because the rules in this game, if you aren't familiar with the rules, is that if the timer does happen to run out, the tie is determined by stock and then percent. You know, whoever has more stocks wins, or whoever has less percent taken less damage wins. So the player that's behind feels pressure to approach, and they feel like they need to approach. And that, of course, plays into the advantage of the person who has a stock lead or a percent lead.
As you saw right there, shield up smash is a really interesting option from Zelda.
I mean, it's something you don't see that often. I mean, you don't see Zelda that often anyway, so like most of this you just don't see.
Yeah, like big shout outs to Cosmo to being able to play this character against, you know, top tier characters at this level. That was nice. Yeah, Kirkyu is a decently patient player, so I think he could probably take this first match. But it's really early. It's really hard to tell because anything can happen with Cosmo playing.
And Cosmo does have alternates that he's actually very good with if he decides he wants to switch it up. And so right there we saw him throwing out forward smashes. And something Zelda can do is she can read an approach and then throw out a forward smash and punish that. And she does have a pretty good forward smash.
Forward smash is longer than Marth's like F smash, and it's a multi-hit move. And I think the knockback is pretty decent on that one too.
It is pretty decent. It can be used to kill at the high mid percents, mid high percents rather.
I feel like Kirkyu's doing the right job here, just kind of respecting her range and just kind of just trying to rank up damage with the lasers.
Yeah, when you play a Zelda that's really good at playing Zelda, it's kind of hard to approach them because that's what their whole game is based around, making you approach them and then they're going to read you and punish you for it. So you see a lot of you see a lot of players just kind of at a loss at how to approach Zelda at some points, but. It's not too difficult to figure out, and I have faith that Kirkyu, a player of his caliber, should be able to figure out how to do the approach, or how to not do the approach, rather.
So what we saw there was Cosmo was holding up a light shield, which is a weaker version of the regular shield, but it lasts for longer.
And it's way bigger than the normal shield.
So his idea there was to get Kirkyu to try and hit the shield so he could escape safely. Kirkyu was smart about it, jumped onto the platform and grabbed him. And grabs beat out shields completely, so it was probably the best thing to do in that situation.
This is looking very close. Cosmo has been playing really good with Zelda today, or you know, all over the week. So it's nice to see him in the top 3. Right now,
that forward air.
Yeah, they're just feeling each other out right now. Kirkyu needs to be a little bit careful right now. Anything like, and I was
very nice.
Yeah, that's like the forward or the back air. Oh,
just barely avoided that. Nice recovery option. Oh.
Alright. So Zelda's down smash, very fast move. He comes out in the 4th frame. This is very effective for edge guarding because it actually has some invincibility on it, so you can beat out their recoveries cleanly.
Going right back to Battlefield. So the only thing like Kirkyu can do here is just be patient. That's interesting. And if I don't recall right, the laser grows stronger after each reflect, right? I think
it actually
reduces.
Reduces. Yeah.
Reduces in power?
Oh yeah.
I believe
if
you're-
you
I believe
power
you're right.
shield, like for example like Peach stick face, it gets stronger. I think.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on the specifics of the power reduction or increase as far as power shields go.
Yeah. Power shields are like I don't think anybody has still figured them out 100% yet. There's a lot of stuff. This game keeps evolving every single year. We see it, like, we see new stuff every year from all these amazing players from around the world. And it's been out for like how long now?
11 years now.
Yeah, and we're still finding new stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
11-year-old game still has a lot of new life in it. But Kurt Q has taken the first stock pretty demandingly, and he's working on Cosmo's second stock pretty well.
Yeah, he's working around that patience and respecting her, you know, distance with her moves.
Yeah, respecting Zelda's strengths is a really big part of this matchup. Ooh.
Yeah, she's a character with some strong points, a lot of weak points. So really the best way to deal with her is to just respect what she is good at and just keep going after her weak points and keeping on pressure. When he pressures her, you see he has to not go into shield directly. Sometimes he has to respect the fact that Zelda can jump out shield and try and kick him. Sometimes it's better for him to just hit the shield, wait, see if Zelda does anything.
Kirk
Right, so-
looking pretty strong right now.
Yeah, he's not even at 100% yet.
That was kind of dangerous to go for something like that when Zelda has regained control again.
Yeah, I mean, when you have this kind of a lead, though, you get a little bit willy-nilly.
Yeah, kind of. Sometimes it's very easy to get to that mindset, like, yeah, I'm kind of greedy. I just want to get the kill so I can get this over with.
Nice. Alright, so in Zelda's recovery, before she goes invincible, you can actually hit her in the startup frames. So what Q did there is lasered and forced him to up B right there and just cleanly beat him out with a forward smash before he could teleport away.
Really, really good decision. Let's see if Cosmo can make something happen. It's hard for Zelda to make something happen in this situation, which is why the top tier is
Well,
was what he needed.
I think Zelda is almost completely incapable of making something happen.
Yeah, unless
In certain situations. Oh, wow. Think we might see a character switch from Cosmo?
I think it's very possible. He was considering it earlier, whether he stays or not. I'll have to see it.
The witch? Yeah. Good job. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so this is really an interesting matchup because of this stage. And it's because Ganondorf is a very meaty character, and if he hits you, it's gonna hurt. If he hits you like 3-4 times, we have what we call as the rule of Ganondorf. If you hit somebody 4 times with Ganondorf and they're not dead, you're doing it wrong. That's the rule of Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Yeah, this character, he's pretty similar to Zelda where he's bad at approaching someone, but this guy's just packed with damage. Every move hits so hard, does so much knockback, does so much percent. So you really want to try and avoid his hits if possible.
Yeah, and he does play similar to Zelda.
Yeah.
As far as his style, like he can be a little bit more offensive. Nice tech.
Nice.
Didn't
And
help though.
nice counter on that tech. Like he can be more offensive than Zelda, but he still does have to play that laid-back style. Is its foot?
Oh, a bit late. It's a tough hard read.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to go for the hard read with Ganondorf. I mean, his moves are pretty slow, but the risk reward can be great in your favor if you make the right read.
That shield
That's-
is getting low.
Yeah, that slow pressure is kind of dangerous. His grab gems is... I mean, it looks big, but that's about it. Like, it has the range, as you can see it. It's not like Marth's grab range, which is basically the range of his sword. That's how far he can grab.
I see Cosmo getting caught in his shield a lot.
Yeah.
And, when he could be jabbing out of this, or he has the opportunity to at least. See, Ganon has a very, very fast jab, and it's electrified, and it's got a lot of knockback for a jab on it, and it can get you out of a lot of tight spots.
Ganon's recovery is not that great unless you do a perfect sweet spot. It's a lot easier to sweet spot, aka get on the ledge without popping up over the ledge so you can get hit. it's a lot easier to do that with Falcon because he's faster and he's a lot smaller as well. Ganon's size kind of destroys it for him as he has one.
gonna do it.
Oh yeah, that was a really good forward. Forwarder is like a really strong move in this game. You have to watch out for that. It's a combo move and it's a good killing move.
Nice. Alright, so Cosmo is trying to wall him out with up airs. It's a really, really bad position to be above Ganondorf. His up air is one of his fastest moves, ends quickly, does so much damage, puts you in a really bad situation. So it's really effective for Ganondorf to keep using them when he's when he's below someone.
Cherokee looking pretty strong right now. Just baits out all of Ganon's moves, which makes...
Yeah,
like, you shouldn't respect Ganon too much, because like, don't let him do whatever he wants. Just watch what he's doing and just go deep.
Oh,
See, and how that match went down, it was just a lot of Kirkyu reading Cosmo's aggression in certain situations, because what would happen is Cosmo would whiff a move and then he would come back with another move to try and follow up and like cover his retreat. And because Kirkyu was Falco, he came down on top of him with his down air, and he turned that into his advantage.
alright, there is a chant for Cosmo's Roy.
Cosmo has been doing pretty well with Roy since he got here.
Yeah, he's been money matching nearly everyone with Roy.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah,
He's been
beating
winning a lot
people.
of them. Whether he decides to go Roy against Kirkyu, I'm not sure.
If we do see Roy, we're going to see a whole lot of tech chasing and chain grabbing, I hope. That's something Roy is really good at.
Like, he has that
Roy
from
has a
Mark.
solid punish game on Space Animals.
But it's still hard. Like he needs to make up for the speed. Oh, are we seeing
he's going
20XX? Is that 20XX? Oh yeah,
20XX then.
that 20XX.
Oh.
Oh, we are seeing
yeah.
that 20XX
Alright.
where everybody is playing Fox.
Cosmo has decided to level up in the character selection department. Choosing Fox, again, very, very solid character. He's just fast, he's strong, he has good combos.
Best
He has pretty
character
much
in the
everything.
game, basically. I see Cosmo rolling a lot. I'm not sure if that is the best choice. Falco is really good at following up from rolls. Well, so is Fox, but if Fox is in the defensive position and rolls too much, it's... yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Good patience.
Good patience, good punish. Another good punish.
Yeah, we see Cosmo playing a very, like... he's way more methodical than Fuzziness. I'm not sure how technically experienced Cosmo is. Fuzzy has way more technical experience with this character, but... oh, are we seeing... that's really dangerous.
Yep.
Good tech.
Yeah, you got the heck.
That might have been a whiff up air.
Very nice.
So he has quite a strong lead right now. What he wants to do is just try and keep his lead for as long as possible, rack up a lot of damage, possibly another kill before he loses his stock.
Yeah, because he's at such high percent, it's not reasonable to think that you can play the same way you would play at 0%.
Yeah.
Or to play that same way. Because sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. In Smash Brothers, the percentage you're at is really unique. It can actually change how you play in a neutral position because you lose options from being at a higher percent. Because when you're at low percent, you can hold down, and what this will do is it will crouch cancel a move, and this will allow you to actually crouch a move, take the hit, punch him in the end leg, and this is something that obviously, as your percent goes higher, is less effective. So you will have to play differently at higher percents.
Yeah, so basically, like, you don't get stunned. Like, maybe for, like, very, very few frames, but you can punish people easily. But it also, the dangerous part about crouch canceling is that you can easily get comboed out of it as well. So you just have to use it very smart. Really good. Really good putting up a wall right there.
Might see the comeback. And that down smash earlier was that a really specific spot of Falco's hitbox where it sends you up instead to the side. And it's right in the very middle.
Another thing to note about Falco's down smash is that it has, I think it has a few invisibility frames because you can like clink with Peach down smash, for example.
His legs are invincible
Yeah.
when he's charging
His
it.
legs are invincible.
I just recently found that out.
I'm pretty sure that's a throwback to the little Easter egg they have where Fox and Falco actually have metallic legs. It's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, and we're going to Game 5. The score is 2-2 right now in a best of 5 sets, so the first person to 3-1 matches moves on to Grand Finals.